moving on. What are we up to now? Ooh. We get to Spider-Man. Treyarch Spider-Man, aka Sam Raimi Spider-Man Game 1. I'm gonna give this fucking C tier. Now, here's why I'm gonna give it C tier. This game, and I'll give it some positives. For one, I like that they got the voice actors from the movie. So they got Willem the motherfucking Dafoe to voice Green Goblin. They got Tobey Maguire to voice Spidey. So they had the voice cast here. They had Bruce Campbell, the GOAT himself, to come and be the narrator of the game. He actually tells you about the training. He's in a training mode to teach you the tutorial of the game, and he's fucking hilarious. I love the sandwich bit where he's like, yo, like, you go swing around and have fun. I'm going to go and make me a sandwich. Come back to the next part of the training section. He's eating a fucking sandwich. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, like, pretty mess. I would say out of all three of the Spider-Man Spider-Man video game license game, this one looks the best. And overall, it had air combat, because there were certain parts of the game that you had to do air combat. It had more combos than both Neversoft game, the Neversoft Spider-Man game, and Spider-Man 2 Electro. Overall, and I think this is my biggest negative of the fucking game. Actually, no. Before we get into negatives, they had alternate costumes, and even an alternate mode, which was like the Goblin mode, so you could play through the whole entire game as Green Goblin. And they try to make it a little bit cool and make it like a what if mode, like I think it was like Harry trying to find out who was behind the death of Norman. So they kind of try to make it kind of cool. And this one is a positive, is a weird positive for me. They have a Craven mission, but it was exclusive to Xbox. It was an exclusive Xbox mission, so that was kind of neat. I don't know why it was exclusive to Xbox, but whatever. I actually did like that level, so it is what it is. But yeah, out of all of that, I would say, however, the reason why it's C tier is because it's just Spider-Man 1, but without the charm. It does not have the charm. And I think a lot of that has to do with Tobey Maguire's voice. Like, Tobey is fucking awful as a voice actor, and trust me, as we get into more games, we're gonna definitely hear that. But yeah, Tobey cannot voice act at all. I think the web swinging is even worse in this game. Like, there's no real sense of weight or momentum or anything in the web swinging, and it just seems like he's more flying than actually web swinging. There's no like real control over the web swinging. It felt like he was just flying. In this, at least with Spider-Man 1, there's some controls. Like, you web swing he web swings like twice and he'll drop. So you have to kind of like press web swing again when you want to web swing to another part of the building, or you could cancel out of your web swing. And yeah, like, I just did not like this game. I also think this game has some cheap and also weird difficulty spike. Like, you'll be doing great, and then all of a sudden, like there'll be some cheap shit in this game. So for instance, the level where you have to sneak into Oscorp is fucking atrocious. Like, if you get caught, just restart the level. Restart the checkpoint, bro. You are fucking gonna get demolished by the fucking robots. The boss battle where you have to fight the guy who killed Uncle Ben. Fuck that part, man, because he just runs around like a fucking dickhead and just shoots you, and he does so much damage. Like the fucking damage in this game is fucking irritating. So yeah, like this was just like, for people who say like this is like B or like A, I'm sorry, man. Like I don't know what you guys are smoking, but if you played this game, which I also think this game has better level design, I think Spider-Man, Neversoft Spider-Man has better level design. I would say you're smoking shit, and I would say you didn't really play Neversoft Spider-Man, because that game is 10 times better than Treyarch's attempt. But then again, I want to give Treyarch some slack. This was their first attempt, and also they did do the PC port, if I'm not mistaken, of Spider-Man. So they're just copy and pasting shit, and yeah, it's just a copy and paste game. But we're gonna move on, and we're gonna move on to the absolute GOAT himself, Spider-Man 2. But I got a hot take for you guys. This is just A tier. A high A tier. This is a high A tier game. Alright. I know a lot of people fucking is gonna lose their mind. I know I've been watching a few videos of Amazing Lucas and a few other web warriors. I know people have high love for this game, and I do too. I love Spider-Man 2. Like, this is the definitive I would say this laid the foundation for like open world Spider-Man games. Alright, and I think the biggest positive I would give this game, and why it is such a phenomenal game, is the web swing. The simple fact you could go wherever you want, whenever you want, tackle any missions, anytime you want, whenever you want, is impressive. I think the web swinging mechanics, the simple fact that it is, if I'm not mistaken, it is physics-based web swinging. This was when they literally was doing physics-based web swinging. Was fucking awesome. Like, you had to calculate the distance and like where exactly you were swinging Spider-Man to. Like, you had to do mental math in your head where you were web swinging, how far you were swinging to. If you were swinging too low to the ground, you probably wasn't gonna hit the you probably wasn't gonna get high in the air. You know, you had to do loop-de-loops. There was so much great mechanics to the web swinging. I don't think I need to explain why why Treyarch Spider-Man 2 is fucking amazing. Like, I don't think I need to explain to you fucking cats in terms of what the web swinging was. It was fucking amazing. And the cool part is about the web swinging, if you wanted to even make the web swinging more easier, you just put it on easy web swing, and it still felt great. You still had a lot of momentum and everything with the web swinging. The web swinging in this game was fantastic, man. Like, it's the best part of this game. Amazing part of this game, bro. Like, I can't talk about how great the web swinging is. And again, it all was depending on skills, man. You can do some sick shit once you master the fucking web swinging. And there were tricks in the game. Like, again, this was like the peak fucking Spider-Man game, bruh. This was like the peak fucking Spider-Man game at the time. But the reason why it is A tier for me, actually, nah, let's praise it some more. Let's praise it some more. The combat's pretty good. Don't have no complaints. When you get your spider reflexes, Spider-Man just be fucking the villains up. It's ridiculous. Some of the side missions are really cute. Like, Like the balloon, the iconic balloon one is fucking great. And then, of course, as everybody knows, the pizza mission. I don't need to tell you how cool and fun the pizza missions were, and it even teaches you like oh, if I swing at this altitude or this way, like Spider-Man will do a flip, or he'll land, he'll do a roll, and when he does the roll, it'll squish the pizza. So I have to web swing at a particular speed, with enough speed in order to get there fast, but also I need to make sure that I'm web swinging perfectly enough where I won't activate a roll. And it was fucking impressive, man. Like that side mission was dope. And also it had the return of Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell came back, but this time he also does the tutorial. Fun fact, if you actually run to your destination on the tutorial level, he'll comment on like, yo, I understand the web swinging in this fucking game is like really difficult, my G, but you got to web swing, bro. What are you? Man? You're just man? No, you're Spider-Man, so web swing. It's like it was really dope. It's really funny, bro. Like, he's really good in this game. And the cool part is that if you do the question marks in the game, like he'll tell you about certain tips and tricks, but some of them are not even like important. Some of them is just him like riffing on shit. So it's really good. Again, I know people's like, so why the fuck is this not S tier? This is degenerate. Why the fuck is it not S tier? I'm gonna tell you why it's not S tier. Because despite all of what I just said, I think the only amazing thing about this game is the web swinging. The web swinging is fantastic, and I think the combat's pretty good. And I also would say the Black Cat mission and the Mysterio missions are the highlight of the game, especially the Mysterio missions. I think they are the most creative shit ever. Like some of the really cool shit. Like, you have to fight double-ganger versions of yourself, and then you go into a house, like a fun house, and you'll have these enemies that if you punch them too much, they'll swing and hit you again, but you can dodge by using your spider sense. And yeah, like, this game is just like fucking amazing. However, I think graphically this game looks fucking awful. All right, I think this game looks awful. Again, I know it's open world, but I think the game looks awful. I think all the character models look awful. There's not a good character model at all in this game. I think Tobey is the worst he's ever been. I do not like Tobey Maguire's voice at all. As much as it's cool that they got the voice actors. I think Alpha Molina plays Doc Ock in this game as well. But fuck me, no. He's awful. The story does not flow well at all. It starts off like the typical Spider-Man 2 movie, but then it just does its own thing, and it doesn't flow well into the main story at all, bruh. At least with Spider-Man 1, it flows into each other. The story flows in really well because it's, Norman Osborn trying to capture Spider-Man, and he's using different villains and whatnot to capture him. This does not flow in at all. The only thing that I think flows pretty well is the Black Cat stuff, because Peter's like having like doubts on whether or not to be Spider-Man or whatnot, and Black Cat is kind of encouraging him like, hey, come to the dark side of the Force. And it's kind of cool, it's pretty fucking dope, bruh. So I'll say this, like, it's not a bad game. Also, this game has no alternate costumes. And yeah, and I don't think there was any boss battle that stands out, Besides maybe Doc Ock, because you can dodge all his tentacles, but if he grabs you, he just whops the fuck out of you. He throws you like a rag doll. But yeah, other than that, I think this game has shows his age a little bit. I don't want to be a downer, and I don't want to be hated. And people's gonna say, "Well, oh, you gave Spider-Man S tier," but I'm like, childhood, laid the foundation for great Spider-Man game. And I just think there's other Spider-Man games that does everything this game does, but better. I'm sorry, I just think that. And we're gonna get into the better Spider-Man game. And this is going to be a hot take. Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man. Fucking S tier, baby. S fucking tier. So, pizza time for Kid Spidey. So, you're probably like, so you gave this one S tier? Yes, I gave it S tier. Why? Because Ultimate Spider-Man to me means a lot to me as a Spider-Man fan. Because Ultimate Spider-Man Run, I owe a lot to me getting into comic books. This comic book was fucking awesome. All right, Ultimate Spider-Man was Michael Bendis' way of getting new readers into comic books by giving you the stuff you love about Spider-Man, but in a different way. New takes of the characters. And at the time I was reading, I was up to date on pretty much all my Ultimate Spider-Man when this game was coming out. So to have an Ultimate Spider-Man game that represented the comic books was so fucking good, bruh. It was so good. I feel like this game was the perfect representation of the comic books. It had Spider-Man in it, but it had the angstiness of Spider-Man. It had some of the nods and references to the comics at the time. This game was fucking fantastic. And the cool part is, and what made it so authentic, is that it had Michael Bendis come in and write the scenarios and the story of this game. And later on, this game got adapted into the comic books, because this game is kind of like canon, not canon, because it takes some elements from the book, but then they make up their own little things. So like certain things, like the Beetle in this game, he was never in the comics at the time. Silver Staple was never in the comics at the time when this game came out. So these were new interpretations. So the first time you got to see them was in this game. So it was so fucking good. This game is so great. And the thing I love about it is the comic book aesthetic. The shell-shaded art style has aged this game so great. It shows its age a little bit, but not as bad as Spider-Man 2. Alright? This game has aged gracefully because of the art style they went with. And again, just the fucking comic book aesthetics, like way how they do cutscenes in this game where characters are jumping to panel to panel. The opening of the game, he's Peter's going through and telling you about his origin story, and he's like, okay, skip all that and web swing into a new panel. Incredible. There's one scene where fucking Venom and I think he's going after Silver Saber, and he jumps over a panel into another panel. Motherfuckers, when you finish a Venom section of the game, it'll flip over to a Spider-Man. It's incredible how they do cutscenes and just the flow of this game. There's one time where fucking MJ's telling you like, hey, there's a big ass rhinoceros, and he's on the loose, and the words pop up like a comic book strip. It's, oh my good. This was my fucking game when I was younger. This game is incredible, bro. This game is incredible. But yeah, the combat's kind of basic, but it's so good. I think it actually fits the Ultimate run the Ultimate Spider-Man character really well because he's fast. He's supposed to be able, so you can like bounce off the walls into combos. You can use any combos and then bounce off of walls. Something that fucking Spider-Man, Insomniac Spider-Man stole from. And yeah, like you can just do so much cool combat stuff. It isn't as in depth as this game, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, like, it was just like cool. And then you could finally climb on your webs to get more altitude, to get more height. And when you did that, you could do tricks. Spider-Man will do tricks off of every one of his swing animations. And at the time, again, that was fucking sick. That was fucking sick, you know? So there wasn't a button. It was just organically in the mechanics already. So I already was fucking with that already, so. What else about this game was amazing? Oh, the Johnny Storm race were fucking awesome. Like, you'll do the race the racing trials, and then after that you get Johnny Storm to come and race you, and it really pushes your shit in. You better have mastered the web swinging mechanics in order to beat Johnny. Later on, they get extremely difficult. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, those were fucking great. I love the mission structure of this game. Like, there will be many moments in the mission structure where, you know, you'll be chasing a villain, and then out of nowhere, the villain will like blow up something, blow up a car, blow up a bridge, and it will land on a civilian, and you got to get the civilian out of that's trapped. And my God, it led to a lot of stressful fucking moments in this game, but it made you feel like a hero. And man, like it was so good, man. And the boss battles were really dope. You had fucking Wolverine when you play as Venom, and that's the thing. This is why this fucking game is amazing. This is why this game is fucking pizza time, baby. You get to play as fucking Venom. Venom in this game plays nothing like Spider-Man. He's like a hulking fucking tank, bruh. You are just like a fucking monster when you play as Venom, bruh. And you got your tentacle whip so it can hit people from far away. You could throw fucking cars at them. Motherfucker, this game was fucking awesome. Awesome. I cannot say this anymore. You know, again, like, this was like peak Spider-Man shit. Style. Man, this most stylish Spider-Man game to date. I think that's what I'll say. This most stylish Spider-Man game to date. And of course, my negatives would probably be, you know, the combat could be a little bit more deep, and there should have been more tricks. But considering they only had a year to work on this game, what they came up with was fucking amazing, bruh. It's fucking amazing. Love this game, bruh. Love it. And then we have the prequel, Spider-Man Battle for New York. Battle for New York. I think I'm gonna put it S8 here because I remember really liking this game. So this was like the prequel to Ultimate Spider-Man, and it was pretty much the same game. Only thing is, of course, it was like a linear game, but also, you get to play as Green Goblin, and you just wreck shit up. And yeah, this game was pretty dope. I remember really liking this, and for the time, I think this has the best for a Spider-Man tie-in, a Spider-Man like handheld game. This had the best, and I repeat, the best mission structure. It really felt like this game, but on the little handheld, and it was pretty dope. And also, fun fact: the Spider-Man who voiced in this game is James Arnold Taylor, yes. James Arnold Taylor did the voice for Spider-Man in this game, and he sounded really good. For those that don't know who James Arnold Taylor is, he does the voice of Johnny from Johnny Test, Titus from Final Fantasy X, or Titus, whatever. But of course, PlayStation fans should know him. He does the voice for Ratchet in Ratchet and Clank. So, that was the GOAT, bro. He's the GOAT. And this game is really good. I really like it. And I think it's my favorite Spider-Man handheld game next to the ultimate version of Spider-Man Webbish. I mean, Ultimate Spider-Man. So, there's that. Then we get into Spider-Man 3. Now, this shit going in fucking C tier. And I'm gonna actually change it. I'm gonna give the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man game, I'm gonna give it B tier. Because the more I thought about it, and now I'm actually looking at this game is a better fucking game. This game, oh my goodness. Now, Spider-Man 3. Depending on which version you're gonna get, is gonna dictate how you feel about Spider-Man 3. Treyarch Spider-Man 3, to me, is the weakest Spider-Man game, depending on which one you get. So if you get the PS2 version, you get new shit. So the black suit, you could go in and out of the black suit in this game. The cool thing is, when you try to take off the black suit, you actually have to struggle and play a mini game to take it off. I really like that. That was a cool little idea. And the further along you get into the story, it gets harder and harder to take off the black suit, to the point where you can't even take off the black suit at one point in the game, which I really love. There's Morbius and Shriek is in the PS2 version, which is dope. Now, let's get into the actual game. The game that everybody would probably know. The Spider-Man 3, the PS3, and the 360 version of the game. I will say the only things I like about this game is the QTEs. I love the QTEs in this game. Why? Because they're the most fucking hilarious shit ever. When you get hit, when you fuck up a QTE in this game, it's just the most hilarious shit. It is the most funniest fucking game, bro. Funniest shit, bro. Like, really, really funny. Like, dying of laughter type funny. Type of game. You know, fucking, I don't need to show you the infamous one where Spider-Man jumps to go save the lady that's trapped to the bomb and she falls down and she's like, I'm gonna die. And then the fucking room blows up. It's the most hilarious shit. There's other more hilarious ones, but that's just a few. I will say Toby got better in this game. I think voice talent wise, he's the best he's ever been. Yeah. And I think, and I know this is gonna be a controversial hot take, I really like the MJ missions, where you're swinging around and helping her out. Where you have to swing her to her appointments or to her job and whatnot, and she'll be like, hey, swing closer to the ground, swing higher, go faster. Like, I thought that was cute. It's cute. All right. Blame the heart, blame my romantic side. I'm a hopeless romantic, so please forgive me. I thought it was cute. And of course, I think the best thing about the game is the black suit. I think the black suit in this game is really good. Because it's just brutal. Some of the moves he does in here is just fucking brutal as fuck. And I love it. I love the energy. And also, New Game Plus. New Game Plus allows you to play the game again, but with the black suit. And all the upgrades you already earned from the black suit, you get it in you get to play it in New Game Plus, which makes the beginning part of the game fucking awesome. And I really love the camera work when you're web swinging. I think some of the camera work and the widening of the web swings is really cool. That being said, I think this game looks fucking ugly. I think it's the worst look. I think it's just as bad as Spider-Man 2, maybe even worse. And I know people, that's blasphemy because it's next gen, but I don't know. I just think this game looks ugly. I think character models, people look fucking ugly in this game. Just ugly. I think the tutorial mission is too much. I think there's too much tutorials in this game. It's like, just get me in. Just get me into the game and let me figure it the fuck out. I think this game pads a lot. Like, the opening of this game, you fight the Mad Bomber, or you're stopping the Mad Bomber shit. And then you have to deal with these gangs. And then you have to do some lizard shit. And it's like, what the fuck? It has nothing to do with the fucking story of Spider-Man 3. And that's another thing. These games are like confined to the movies. But I think this one is the worst because I don't know if these guys actually read the script of Spider-Man 3 before making this game. And you could tell, like, they were just making shit up as they went along. And it just felt like they were padding this fucking game. No upgrade system. Everything you get is after you get the mission, you get like a new story. And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get it. The boss battles are the most spongiest fucking boss battles ever, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, punching a motherfucker in here, they'll block all your attacks, and then when you finally get a hit, you'll do, like, literally, like, 2% damage. It's like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Also, minor nitpick, Bruce Campbell is slightly annoying in this game. Like, I don't know why, but he's kind of annoying in this game. He just won't shut the fuck up. No alternate costumes, which is weird. Even Ultimate Spider-Man had alternate costumes. Spider-Man 1, the Treyarch Spider-Man 1, the movie tie-in game, had alternate costumes. This game has no alternate costumes. So that's it. And last but not least, this game is just janky. Just janky texture pop-ins. You'll be somewhat close to the street, and the game just like NPCs will look like 2D models. Just janky, just like the most jankiest shit. It also has the most buggiest Spider-Man game. Like, this game has tons of bugs. If you really want to play this next gen version, I would recommend the PC port if you could find means to get it. There are ways, figure it out, kids. And yeah, this game is just not good. I would almost say this is fucking gutter trash. However, the QTEs are fucking hilarious. And again, I think the combat... Oh, and this is another thing that they fucking changed. They changed the spider sense. So it's now the spider reflexes that give you dodge. But when people have guns, machine guns in particular, bro, it is the most fucking annoying shit, bro. Like, your meter to dodge will go all the way down mad fast before they finish shooting their bullets, and you'll get hit. And it's like, bro, fuck this game. Yeah, so this is a no-go for me. I would almost close to say this is close to fucking gutter trash, but because the QTEs are so funny, web swinging is fun. The web swinging is fun, and again, the black suit and the new game plus with black suit is fucking awesome. I'll put it back. So, you know, we're putting it back down here. Fuck this. Fuck that. Close. So close. So close. Moving on. We are moving on to Friend or Foe. Friend or Foe, I just gotta be honest, is fucking gutter trash. I'm sorry, I fucking hate this game. I know this was kind of like their way of like taking a break from all the free roaming Spider-Man games. I know a lot of people probably like this game, but I just can't stand it. I think this game is fucking trash. I think this is one of the worst Spider-Man games. One of the worst. I will give it its props. I think using the Sam Raimi iconography of the films is cool. So some of the character models look like the Sam Raimi characters. The game is kind of funny. There's a running gag with the computer in the game, trying to flirt with Spider-Man. That's kind of cool. And you can play as 2-player co-op. And the hero strikes are kind of cool. Other than that, this is a very baby-ass game. It's extremely repetitive. The combat's not interesting at all, and I think it's even worse when you play as a 2-player character, the second player character, the villain, because there's no upgrades or any nuance in the combat system, and no online. So if you're trying to play this with friends, you better hope that they're fucking right next to you, because you can't play it. So other than that, this game is fucking trash. I do not like it. I could care less about it.